We are now at the Voortrekker monument, which is situated to the south of Pretoria on a kopje called Monument Kopje, Pretoria being the capital of the Republic of South Africa. This monument is an ode to those white stock farmers, pioneers who moved out of the Eastern Cape in the late 1830s. That movement was subsequently called the Great Trek, and 100 years later this monument was built to commemorate those people. The monument was built between 1937 and 1949, and it's an ode to the so-called Voortrekkers, those people who moved out first. 100 years after the Great Trek, they decided to commemorate the Voortrekkers, as they were called, and they subsequently built this monument. If you have a look at the monument from the bottom up to the top, it's a 40 meters. The width is also 40 meters, and if you walk along the monument, it's also 40 meters. If you have a look at the top of the monument, you can see a clear zigzag pattern running around the monument. That was deliberately put in by the architect, a man by the name of Gerard Moerdijk. If you have a look above the door, you can see the head of a buffalo. That was put in by one of the artists, a man by the name of Henny Potgieter. And that buffalo is symbolic of protection. It protects the monument. The bronze statue of the women and children, that's an ode to the sacrifices made by women and children during the Great Trek. If you have a look to the left, you can see the head of the first leader of the Voortrekkers, Piet Retief. And to the right, you can see the head of Andries Pretorius, the hero of the Battle of Blood River Nkome. And the name Pretorius. Pretoria was called after Pretorius, one of the heroes of Blood River.
This is the cornerstone of the Voortrekker monument, which was laid by the three descendants of the Voortrekkers, Piet Retief, Andries Pretorius and Hendrik Potgieter. Exactly to the day 100 years after the Battle of Blood River on the 16th of December 1938, the cornerstone was laid, and 11 years later, on the 16th of December 1949, the monument was inaugurated.
The Voortrekker monument consists of two halls. We are now here in the Hall of Heroes, and if we look down into the Cenotaph Hall. If we look up, we look at the dome, and the little hole there. Every year on the 16th of December, exactly at 12 noon, the sun shines through onto the Cenotaph and onto the words, "We for Thee, South Africa." originated. This is what today is the Eastern Province, or what was then called the Eastern Frontier. This is the map of the Republic of South Africa. This is where Cape Town is today, Port Elizabeth, Grahamstown, Durban, Tshwane and Johannesburg, Bloemfontein, and near Bloemfontein, a little village of Tabanchu. The Great Trek started here. They moved over the Gariep River to Tabanchu. Here they elected Piet Retief as their first leader. Some of them then decided to move over the Drakensberg to KwaZulu-Natal. People like Louis Trichardt decided to move as far away as possible from the British to where Makado is today, the old Louis Trichardt. From there he travelled through the Lowveld to the Mozambique. And Hendrik Potgieter at one stage chased the Matabele up to where the Northwest Province is today, near Botswana. In the end, the trekkers who lived in Natal in 1843 moved back over the Drakensberg into what is today called the Free State and the northern provinces of South Africa, Northwest, Gauteng, Limpopo and Mpumalanga.